just do that? Wow. I don't,
So you can't load anything right now? Damn.
no. I mean, I can't watch any streams at home.
Oh,
That's
really?
why I can't watch E3, remember? I can't load a stream, it just doesn't load, especially like around this time, the internet starts chugging a bit more, and it tends to pick up after everybody's asleep at 10, 11 o'clock.
Well, just letting you know you're live right now, so.
That's good. I'll keep all personal information unidentifiable. Hi, this is
This is that one dude.
This is KJ. 332 to the 7 to the 9. Representing the ABQ. What up, biatch? Leave it at the tone.
Leave a message after the tone. I'm only gonna be doing this for like an hour.
I feel you. What gave you the spur of the
one,
decision
I'm practicing because I want to see how fast I can beat X6, because it's the funnest I find to speedrun. And secondly, I wanted to archive a lot of the footage of me playing this game. So I was just gonna be like, why not just stream it at that point, right?
That's how I do it. Why record it and take up space on my computer? Just stream it and make it take up space on theirs.
Right?
I don't care if anybody's watching. It ain't for that. It's so that it is now recorded, and then you can send it to YouTube if you want. You don't even have to upload it or anything. That was my extent with the Shadow Award thing.
Oh yeah.
Same reasoning, you know. Just like somebody said they wanted to see the game. I was like, all right, well.
I just want this archived for some reason, so I just whatever, might as well.
So I'm playing. Who is this? Flying Dwarf. Who is this? Falstag or something? He has a hammer and a lightning rod and a barrel roll. He rides a griffin. I don't know who this guy is, but anyways, that's what I'm trying now. I don't know how you build him. Each time you hear a hammering, its damage is permanently increased by 1.5. Every enemy minion you kill near you grants 0.2 attack damage, takedowns grant 0.5.
I'm playing X6 and it's considered the worst game in the series, but I think it's the best game to speedrun. Because there's a lot of tricks in this game that you can't do in the other game. Not that I know all of them, obviously. I'm not like professional or anything, but I know like a little bit of them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what? Why are you playing Heroes of the Storm? Because Alex wanted you to play Heroes of the Storm?
Yep.
That's literally it. I've asked you so many times and you wouldn't play with me.
Because I always ignore it. And at some point you have to...
You even patched it for him. Wow. You must have...
No, it was already patched. Battle.net auto patches.
Well,
I can't stop Battle.net. Every time I pause it, it just starts again. Last time it wasn't actually patched, but then that night it patched or something. I don't know, it always just patches itself. Oh, I don't understand this guy. It says I'm an assassin. I don't feel like I'm doing that much damage. Maybe I'm a late
That's what I felt. That's what I felt about Valera when I played in that game. But I found out Valera is not actually an assassin. She's more so. I think I'm gonna die here because I'm being very reckless. Valera is more so an infiltrator. You get like objectives around the map and stuff like that.
Alright, what about Falstad? You've played it before.
I haven't played Falstad before. No.
Oh,
I mostly played Valera or actually I got a lot of fun playing Tyrande. She's really fun to play. She's not like a good healer, but she's like a really high single target here. She's kind of like Soraka in a sense. Well, with some damage. She's really fun. You might like her if you have a chance to play her.
I don't have it. Yeah.
pretty cheap though. You can probably save up for her if you really wanted her.
Last is keep our prison camp from being captured and get our soldiers out of the hordes. What? I thought it said I could fly over terrain long distances, but I'm not seeing it.
I don't believe what the game's telling me. I got one person watching me, Jordan. I'm happy.
Does it count as yourself?
No, it tells you when it's yourself. Right now I got one person other than me.
Wow. One. Oh, whoa, what happened? I got teleported.
Yeah, I'm going to... I forgot. I completely forgot where I'm going. I'm going to shield shell, and that's where I'm going. I lost my train of thought. I'm like, what bosses I'm going to fight first? I'm like, shield shell. Well, actually, I'm not going to fight this guy first. I'm going to go fight Zero and get Zero back.
Yes.
The reason why a lot of people don't like this game, simple put it so you can understand it, is that this game wasn't actually supposed to exist. This game was made behind the back of the original producer, Keiji Inafune. He wanted the series to end with X5, but X series was making money back then, so Capcom shut this game out in under 6 months. And this game, it shows that it's only been made in 6 months. Not very optimized, well, not very... The quality assurance is really bad in this game. I can tell that. That's what it is.
It's alright though, it's fun.
I mean, I find it fun to go fast in this game. I don't find it fun other than that. Because I know what the problems are in this game, and I can tell you the problems about this game. But I still find it fun.
I don't hate HUDs, I don't have enough people in it. Also, so I tried to update 14 and it didn't really work out. But Alex tried because he doesn't have a subscription at the moment. He said he couldn't get in for free.
Really? I have the email to prove it. Maybe it's just for me?
I don't know.
Wait, it went out.
He said he couldn't sign in.
Probably gonna die here for this. There we go. Oh, I could have actually... Oh no, that's fine. That's weird. I mean, I signed in, but that might be because I might have like a couple days left over my normal one, but who knows? There we go. Secret passage. I just want to see how far I can get in this game in 45 minutes to an hour. Probably not very far because I'm not that good at this game. Ah. I hate the timing of that jump. Ready? I got one. I don't think these matter. I might skip them. I got the one. I don't give a fuck anymore. once I get 0 in this game becomes a lot faster and easier. Because that's another problem they made for this game. For some reason, I don't know if it was done on purpose because this game wasn't supposed to be existed or not. But this game feels more catered towards the secondary character Zero than the main character Mega Man. It feels like they designed it with only Zero in mind and only play tested it with Zero in mind, because there's actually bring one area up especially. There's an area in this game that in order for X to jump over these spikes, he has to get a certain weapon and a special part that you might not even get in the game because it's secretly hidden and you wouldn't know to get it. It's called jump. It basically just makes him jump higher. But Zero can go over no problem with no upgrades, nothing. It just, like I said, it just feels like they catered this game towards him and not Mega Man. There's a lot of other instances of that where the game just is. The game's much easier if you play as Zero, even though the game specifically says Zero is the hard mode. But the game is like infinitely easier with just Zero. It just feels, like I said, it just feels like they play tested it with Zero and nobody else.
That's unfortunate.
But you know what can I say? This game was made in under 6 months, so it's not really much to say about that.
Ready?
I feel you. I'm fucking up, dude.
The boss was one hit away from dying, and I just fucked up. Oh, the sucky thing about Zero is that he takes double the damage, and he double the knockback, which is very annoying sometimes.
There we go.
I do really, really, really love this collection, honestly. Like, not even just the game itself, because, like, I mean, it's just the game, but, like, all the added bells and whistles are just great.
Is this the first time these are on Steam or PC?
Yeah. Well, no, X4 and X5 was on PC, and so was X6, but that's about it. I should have activated the Black Zero code. I think the reason why this game has a lot of cool like glitches and bugs you can abuse for like speedrunning purposes is because this game was only made in 6 months, so there's a lot of things wrong with it. There's some crazy shit you can do in this game that I found out a lot very recently. That's why I wanted to do it.
Good.
Ready?
I wonder if I should try starting with Rainy Turtleoid, getting 0 there, and then going to Field Shelving. It might be a bit easier.
Yeah, it could work.
But right now, Rainy Turtleoid's giving me trouble.
Ugh, sorry.
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah, I should definitely probably go Rainy first, then Shield Sheldon, because now I'm just wasting time on a backtrack that I don't need to do.
Just did it.
It's not, I mean, it doesn't waste a lot of time. It just means now I have to essentially, yeah, I have to essentially die and get a game over, because in my current stage, I'm not strong enough to fight the secret boss at the end of this stage. The only reason why you come here is to, basically how X6 works is that every stage has a secret passage, and that secret passage will lead you to a secret boss. The first time you go through any of those secret passages, you'll fight Zero, and after you beat Zero, you get Zero. The second time you go, you fight this guy called High Max. Basically, after you beat High Max, you get a free pass to the end of the game. But that means you don't get any of your power-ups. Like you don't get anything prior to that.
That would be unfortunate.
So in basically, I mean there are speedrunners that do that. I've seen people beat High Max and just go straight to the end of the game, and beat the game in under like 20 minutes. But it's very difficult, obviously, because you don't have no power ups, you have no weaknesses, nothing. You basically rely on your normal abilities. Which is easier said than done, obviously, in a game like this. But the third time you go, you fight a guy called Dynamo, and he's strictly just for farming these ranks in this game. Because in this game, you're ranked, and after you reach a certain rank, you get to equip special parts to your person, like extra recovery, faster movement, all that jazz. And that's the only purpose for the secret areas. So there's this one secret area I want to go to, because to get parts in this game, you have to rescue other robots that are in trouble, that have been captured and stuff like that. And there's a robot in the secret area of Rainy Turtleoid that I want to get for this ability called Speedster, which is basically, it makes me dash and run faster, basically. And I'm thinking of going there first as X, getting the upgrade, then going to fight Zero there, so I don't have to go there again as Zero later, and fight High Max, which is a very difficult boss to fight, especially as Zero, especially with no upgrades.
Fair.
Also, another reason why this game is not very liked is because X5, Zero was supposed to die. He dies in that. Basically, Zero dies in X5. No matter what you do in that game, good ending, bad ending, Zero dies, because he was supposed to die in that game. But this game brings him back in the dumbest way ever. After you rescue Zero, he basically just says, I hid myself while I tried to repair myself. But if you watch the other game, he was nothing but a head and an arm. That's all he was. Which is very, like, alright. I mean, if you repaired yourself, good job, but how?
Right.
You're just a robot. I mean, in a sense, they are just robots. You can just fix them, right? But it's just weird that, like, how did you repair yourself after being blown to smithereens at the end of the last game? It's just another, because yeah, like I said, Capcom wanted to capitalize on the success of the X series, so they made another one behind Inafune's back. And then they made another one, and then another one after that.
mentioned X10 was the last game.
X8.
Hey,
Mega Man 10 was the last Mega Man game before. I mean, now we're gonna have Mega Man 11. Right, so.
Right.
X6 mechanically is the same as X4 and 5. Just everything else is just kind of like no quality assurance put into it. And the story is bleh. Because the story is half-assed because it wasn't supposed to happen in the first place. And X7 sucks. Everyone, you know, infamous X7. When they try to make the jump to 3D and they failed. X8's really good though. Like really, really good. But the only bad thing about X8 is that they sold it in limited quantities, so it didn't sell a lot because of you know, the whole X7 debacle.
What's the difference between the X series and the normal series?
Mega Man series is the Mega Man Classic series is more akin to. I mean, the biggest difference is that the X series gets more darker and more more story driven. Mega Man Classic is driven more by its gameplay rather than its story. Not to say that Mega Man X has bad gameplay. No, it has really good gameplay. In my opinion, the gameplay's a little bit. The gameplay's faster and more energetic than other games. But the main difference is that story-wise, the difference is that X takes place, I believe, 10,000 years after Mega Man Classic, and Mega Man X in this game is like a successor to the original Mega Man.
Yeah.
He's basically a robot who can think and can feel, and has emotions and can make choices in his life and stuff like that. So he's very advanced and stuff like that. And the world is ruled by robots, while in the regular Mega Man series, it was humans that worked alongside robots. There are like almost no humans in the X series, like just like a small few cities in the X series. If you like fast-paced action platformers, shoot and gun platformers, Mega Man X is the way to go, or classic Mega Man, depending how your fast-paced you like it.
And how goes your current run through 6?
I knew I couldn't defeat Hymax in X6, and I realized I had 9 lives saved up because of that, so I had just restarted the run, basically.
I mean, how long does it take you to beat a game usually?
Beat Mega Man? Speed running or just casual?
I mean, casual beating, say, I don't know, Mega Man X2.
Mega Man X2 probably take me a while because that game is very difficult, and plus there's a lot of secrets in that game to find all the pieces of the armor and stuff like that.
Right, but this is casual, not completion. It's
casual,
just a run through the game.
Probably 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
These games are very short. They're made for short bursts.
Yeah.
If I'm casually playing 6, probably 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah.
What about if you're speedrunning?
If I'm speedrunning, My speedrun record for 6 back then was like I think 40 minutes. I clocked in at. This is a long time ago though. This is like the last time I played 6. I don't come back to 6 very often because I think X4 and X5 are better games, obviously. But when I do come back to it, I have a good time with it. Like I said, I think 6 is a fine speedrunning game because I think it lends itself to be sped run because of all the mechanics you can do in this game and all the glitches you can do in this game. Because this game has a lot more glitches than the other games. But as a casual game, I don't think it's very good or very beginner friendly. This game's difficult casually. Like casually, this game's notoriously difficult. If you don't know any like tricks to beating bosses or whatever, this game can be very difficult for any casual player. It's ridiculous the stuff they expect you to go through in this game. Like, can you imagine? Like I told you that thing where there's a part in the final area where there's a bunch of spikes on a wall and X's regular jump is too small, too short to get it. So can you imagine going through the whole game only to get to that part and realize I can't make this jump, and you're just playing as X and you can't make that jump. Only Zero can make that jump. And the thing about it is that when you play as one character, they keep all upgrades you find for that character, and they don't carry over. So you can be going through the whole game as X and get to that part and say you don't have the part speedster, the part jumper to get a higher jump that you make it over there. You essentially basically make it so that you have to play as Zero, but that's Zero in a final area of a game, which means you have like no HP, and it's the last area where they throw all this shit at you. It's just there's a lot of weird beginner traps in the game that shouldn't be there at all. It just feels like I said, the main reason it feels like they play tested it with Zero and nobody else. Yeah. Even though this game's called Megaman X.
Feel that. So what you're saying is it should be called Zero.
Basically.
X. Machina.
Even all the bosses, like Zero has an easier time fighting all the bosses in this game, while X has to deal with like a lot of crap in this game. The game says X is the easy mode. Well, no, Zero's the easy mode in this game. Because there's this cool thing you can do called saber dash canceling. If you dash at the same time as slashing your saber, you'll cancel it. And generally, bosses don't get a lot of invincibility frames from the first slash of a saber. So if you just keep spamming the saber dash cancel over and over again against the boss, you'll like shred their health off. It's ridiculous how fast you can kill a boss as Zero in this game. Like if you're watching whenever, because I'm recording this as well for the archive, so I'm gonna probably show you that one part where I literally kill a boss in like a second because of how ridiculously strong it is.
Now I'm playing Lunara.
Lunara?
Yep.
You gotta spam that laugh.
I don't know how you left.
I think it's the same key as League of Legends.
Control doesn't do anything you like me.
I mean, I haven't played in a hot while.
Sorry. They changed Asmodan, man. No longer do you have infinite laser.
Oh, really? They changed Asmodan?
Now it's like a channel for 3 seconds, and if it lasts the whole time, it blows up on them, but still.
Oh Jesus! I just dashed off the cliff right into a spike pit. That's great.
Just, okay. Yeah.
I'll probably stream more later.
I feel that.
Brr.